Hey everyone, Pastor John here with another Dive Deeper coming to you from my backyard. Just finished cooking up some dinner on the grill, getting ready to go in and eat with the family. But wanted to just take a quick moment and share some words of encouragement with you. We're going through this new series. We're getting ready to kick off this new series, But God, and want to share a highlight of the book of Psalms, Psalm 73. What a wonderful passage we see here in Psalm 73. It says at the end, "Whom have I in heaven but you? And there is nothing on earth that I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For behold, those who are far from you shall perish. You put an end to everyone who is unfaithful to you. But for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the Lord God my refuge, that I may tell of all your works." What an awesome statement that we see this psalmist writing. It says here that, when he says that, "Whom have I in heaven but you?" He is explaining that he has no other hope except God. There's nothing for him except God in heaven who is fighting on his behalf. He's in a difficult situation and he's overcome. It says his heart and his flesh may fail, but God is the one who's the strength of his heart and his portion forever. At these times, I'm certain that there are some times during your day where you might feel overcome, where you might feel overwhelmed, where you might feel just with stress and a burden and frustration, and you need to take a break. Well, listen, God is your break. He is your strength and your portion forever. Though your strength may fail, though your heart may fail, though your flesh may fail, God is there. One of the things that you see even earlier in this psalm is an example of how the psalmist is able to find this out. In verse 16, it says this, "But when I thought how to understand this," he's talking about how he looks around and sees, the wicked flourishing, but he struggles. He says, "When I thought how to understand this, it seemed to me a wearisome task." When you look at your own life, maybe, and certainly in this time of these uncertain, times and circumstances, it might feel like a wearisome task to try and understand what's going on. But he says this, "I couldn't understand it. It was wearisome until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I discerned their end." It's going to be wearisome until you go to God. That's why at the end it says, "But for me," in verse 28, "it is good to be near God. I have made the Lord God my refuge, that I may tell of all your works." I encourage you today, make God your refuge. Go into his presence. You don't have to go into the building of the church. We are the church. His presence is inside of us because of what Jesus did. So retreat into the presence of God. Let him bring just everything into clarity. Let him bring everything into peace. And then rest in the strength that he is and the fact that he is your portion and your refuge. God bless you as you dive deeper into his word every day.